Katie was born in June of 2005, and when I was about 20 weeks pregnant, the ultrasound revealed that Katie had a very severe heart defect. She was diagnosed with hypoplastic left heart. In the simplest terms, basically half a heart. So her first surgery was when she was 2 days old, and she was in the hospital for about a month. Then she had her second surgery at 6 months old, and she was in the hospital a week. And then her third surgery was when she was 2.5, and she was in about 3.5 weeks. 10 years prior to when she was born, it was considered universally fatal. She's really a miracle. In December of 2017, she was diagnosed with osteosarcoma. She had a very large tumor at the top of her femur in her right leg. This was very tricky because kids who have cancer, the oncologists like to hyperhydrate them to flush the fluids out. But kids who have the heart defect that Katie has, particularly those with the Fontan, they're fluid restricted. Her oncologist at one point said, "Katie, every child has complications, but no one has had as many as you." She had over 100 non-consecutive days in the intensive care unit. In September, she went to school on the first day of school, and she felt great until about halfway through, and she started experiencing a lot of pain. She was in so much pain, I had to take her to the ER, and her hip went septic. So she had an infection, and it kind of went to her hip, and so then she needed another hip replacement. So she had 2 big surgeries in roughly 5 months. Not long after Katie started chemotherapy, some of the providers started talking about that she would be eligible for a wish. Katie wanted to go to Australia for her wish, and one of the things she wanted to do while in Australia was climb the Sydney Harbour Bridge. The bridge has a lot of requirements for climbing, and you have to be physically fit enough to do that. Because of Katie's heart defect and because of her osteosarcoma and her lengthy surgery, no one was quite convinced that she would be able to climb the bridge successfully. Shayna, Katie's physical therapist, began devising her therapy sessions and her homework. So Shayna would mimic the height of the cantilevers, and we worked out a way for Katie to successfully step over them. But it was through trial and error that we did that. So the day came, and we arrived at the bridge, and I was terrified because it was 90 degrees out.
Humidity was through the roof, and sun was just baking. We thought, oh, there's no way this is gonna work. Katie's not gonna make it.
We got there at 4, and thankfully there was a nice breeze up on the bridge, and she did it. It was great.
It meant so much. I'm just so happy that I got to do it. And I feel like it helped me physically to be able to do sports, and it made me work hard. And it really made me motivated, and I just loved it.
We were all looking forward to this trip, but for me, it was the bridge and the physicality of it that she could accomplish it, because through her heart defect and all of her open heart surgeries, I've always tried to encourage her to be physically active. I think it's the best thing for her heart. So I was really angry when she was diagnosed with cancer because it took that away from her. That quality of life that we had worked so hard to achieve was now taken away. The fact that she was able to overcome everything and to accomplish that was the highlight.